Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed to making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just why I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. It's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I know I'm a man. I'm a 2020. Whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020. Reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged off. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Yes, sir. Let me make sure all systems go here. We'll get into it and see what we got going on for today. We'll see what we have going on for today. Do we have news today? We will check that in a minute. I do remember there is something today. Let's have a look. Today's going to be Thursday. I know Friday's a big one. Yeah, so we have CAD news only. And Trump speaking. Whoa. Okay, so markets could cook. Comment of the day already? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking. Oh, the one I posted? Yeah. I had to post that. I had to post comment of the day already before we start stream. Comment of the day goes to Mo Bean, asking me why I'm not live. It's already been 1 minute, guys. 1 minute is not acceptable. Do you understand, everyone? 1 minute is not acceptable. So please. So he wins comment of the day because you guys make me laugh, man. Good morning all. Tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is the big day. We have a lot of news tomorrow, man. Holy crap. A lot of news tomorrow. So tomorrow's the big day. We'll see what goes on tomorrow. What's the song? Which song? It's called Send It. What's the prize for comment of the day? No prize. Otherwise everyone's gonna put silly comments. So you get minus rep. Not plus rep, minus rep. Might buy a subscription just for comment of the day channel. That's in the free Discord. It's free. It's free. So you could have that. The private doesn't have comment of the day. So you can enjoy that. So yeah, retail sales, USD unemployment claims, they're expecting it to tick up very slightly, but basically numbers the same. And then Trump speaking tonight, which is obviously going to be more important, you know, with Trump speaking here. So I think that could bring in some volatility, especially if he speaks about policies and stuff like that. Looking at the charts here, start off on GJ with daily time frame here. Previous daily is closing towards that daily resistance now. So we are tapping into that daily resistance. Should go and put a line there now. It's the same as the 4 hours, so I'm just going to put that so I know. /DR for daily resistance. So closing bullish, and the 4 hour is closing bullish as well. So it is a bullish bias in the session here. We can draw a little box here, but I don't think that would be relevant. We will just be drawing that on a 15. 1 hour resistance is the same there. It's coming from this old 1 hour resistance. So obviously breakouts are a massive option. If we break out, we have a lot of clean range here to fill, but depends if we just want to fail at the top here. But we are bullish bias nevertheless. Okay, so with us being bullish bias here, I'm still inclined to buy, not sell till now, and we've seen that basically not work. I mean, yesterday was a little bit boring if you're asking me. After stream there was a good option here, good option on I know key level also right there, but you basically buy right above key level, right? This was a good option yesterday, a little bit after stream here, and yeah, for buys basically towards the upside. And then after that it got pretty boring for New York, I would say. I think later New York around 8 o'clock my time, which I stopped trading by around 8:30. This candle close here, I mean 8 o'clock I'm done, man. That's 12 hours, you know. This was an option, I guess, but stop loss is too big for it to be worth it, right? What's your stop here? 26. How much did it push? 17. So even if you took it, man, you ended up break even here, which kind of sucks, and there was no continuation, you know. So Asian session gave this little close here. Let's see how that looked on that 30. Yeah, 30, this close here it gave. And now we're coming back to retest it. We never made a new high, so we didn't make a new high yet, which is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to, if we made a new high, it would be easy to buy back to the top of the range now, but we've tapped it twice. We've rejected both times. Can we make it back up there a third time? That is the question, especially with this little structure here in the way. Because this is trying to create support, right? This is what this is doing. It tried to create support, that failed. So maybe once we get above here to get back to here, it's a tight trade, but ultimately above here is going to be a lot nicer. So we need to see how price forms, because this might end up forming a no trade range if it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. So let's see what ends up happening, and we will adjust from there. So yeah, let's see. how price forms supports here. If price just forms a quick support and we end up breaking through the top of the range, it's easy. It's easy. We're going to see nice breakouts towards the top of the range, I would hope. But if we start getting caught up in here, don't fall into that mess. It's going to be pretty tricky. So let's have a look at gold here as well. Gold yesterday was extremely boring. Look at what happened for the rest of NY. We sat here for like an hour and a half, 2 hours waiting for something to happen, and just nothing happened. And eventually it closed below, but then never broke the lows, and then closed back inside the range again. Disaster, boring session, and then just absolutely chopped up for the rest of the day, and still chopping now. So we needed to move out of this, because believe it or not, where we were yesterday in New York is where we are right now. So in a matter of, what is this, you know, more than 12 hours, we have gone nowhere in 12 hours. So we want to go somewhere, you know, that's going to be obviously better. But let's see how the candles have closed on higher time frames. Daily time frame still closing strong bullish here, approaching all-time highs slowly but surely. 4-hour time frame is creating some form of resistance here, but we're not even engulfing the previous 4-hour candle here. I mean, this doji of course, but I'm talking about the bullish one here. So at any time this could create some supports. We can move, we can clone this and move, make a new line here, clone, bring this up here. What is this? 4-hour. How are we respecting that? Don't really think we care about this old 4-hour, do we? Let's see how it looks on a 15. I mean, yeah, a little bit, but it's not really something we will trade. So bias is mixed. What's weirdo here? 1-hour support sitting there. It's tough range, this, guys. This is a tough range. We need some volume to get out of this. Even upside is not clear. It's a tricky range, this. 16 pips. 15. Sells below here makes sense, below this 15. I like the sells below here. That makes sense for me. That's pretty much it until we see more price action. Actually, you know, we need to come back to the top of the range. If we see change of structure, we will create a range to trade, but as of now there's no real range to trade, right? If we move down smooth, do a little support creation, we can look to trade price up. But right where we are right now, we're in a very tough range here. So this is where you need to identify, I need some patience here, and let price get out of this range, and then we go and we tackle it, right? But right now where we're sitting, not going to be the easiest spot. Last but not least, well, it is least, is going to be Mr. DAX here. Let's see what got planned for us today. Yesterday broke out, very annoying, nice push towards the upside. But let's see where we've landed up. 4-hour candle, I would assume, is closing bearish now. Daily, of course, still closing bullish here. Where's 300? 300's around there. Man, crazy targets. Daily bullish, 4-hour is still bullish here. Interesting. So we have a bullish bias session right now. Let's see this. 4-hour support. Right here. 4-hour resistance at 300. Yeah, isn't that weird? I dragged it just to 300.4 and it's exactly that resistance, like on the dot. I don't have magnet on now. Look how it it's almost 1-to-1 accurate, so we'll leave it like that. We'll just draw a line there anyways, but let's go. 4-hour resistance. So bullish bias today. Buys still make sense. Obviously price has still been moving up. Calling tops right now has not been a good idea until proven otherwise. We need to be proven otherwise. 30-minute here, good. 15-minute, ouch, that sucks. I really wish 15-minute was not cascading. Based on the 30-minute, looks great above here. You know, so maybe we try base it off 30. There's no harm basing it off 30 because it looks great. Now buys back up to there. We can be starting to get more technical here. See how to buy back in the range. There's a possibility buys above here 65, but let's see how session opens here. We can see something similar to what happened yesterday. We go down, grab liquidity from these lows. Another option I'll be considering is if we grab liquidity, fail, 5 minutes close back in the range, we start to get back above the 4 hour, so we don't find resistance below the 4 hour, because if we break here, we'll break the 4 hour. I can look for buys back at least up to here, and even if it fails, I will either be secured, and this would be an amazing spot to leave potential runners, because if you're in from somewhere here, you can only imagine if we just retest all-time highs, it's already a great position, right? So that would be the idea. That would be the idea for today's session. Sells, I'm not ready yet, kind of like yesterday. Yesterday we avoided big losses, end up taking a win. We avoided drawdown on gold. Really clutch moves. That's some prime information there that a lot of people are not going to explain. That small details yesterday. A saved a lot of money, B saved drawdown, which then led into profits. So you can't really, it doesn't get better than that. So we have to continue with the same mindset, because today what might happen is it might break the lows but push through. But you can't know that. You're trading based on rules. And if you break those rules, the day today you're going to get lucky. And this is what happens in the market. People are like, okay, fine. But over time, the situation that happened yesterday repeats itself. And now who is doing better, you or the market? And you find the market will win in that situation. So your job is not really to try win in every single situation there, right? Because if you try win in every single situation like that, that's how you lose, because the market will always humble you. Always humble you. All the time. Right? So you have to be more on the cautious side and accept that what we're battling against here is a competitor that is way more advanced than us. So we need to win our small battles, not try win the main battle. The main battle with the market is not to be won by us, right? But the small battles, they are, right? And that's how we navigate our way through the system. All right? So that is the plan here, actually. So nice setup little plan here. I'd say out of all the pairs, the one that's looking the most complex today is going to be gold, is looking the most complex with the ranges we have. DAX is looking not complex, but we have ranges, and GJ as well is a little bit complex at this resistance, but with more information, we should be able to find out what's going on. And then we take it from there. So we'll see Frankfurt open here in 10 minutes for DAX to see how it opens in 10 minutes, and then that's it. So I appreciate everyone showing up for the analysis. Make sure to do the YouTube business. You guys know the drill. Already 60 likes on stream. I appreciate you guys leaving a like on stream. Much love for that. Let's get the likes up to 100, and then I can shut my mouth, stop asking for it, which is better. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, let's get it, guys. We'll see if some of these plans match with mine though. Gold needs more price action. GJ has nice idea, so why is DAX decent zone for buying back? Yes. It does look like it needs a daily pullback. GJ breakout, I agree with. DAX, where's your zones here? Above the highs, yes. We can trade 2 here and see what happens. Or we can buy from down here back up. But I do agree with daily needs a pullback, would be nice. Would prefer the pullback than buys above? Yes, that would be nice. Now this is interesting plan. Structure close above buys, don't like it. Why would you plan for this? How would you plan for this? You know? Oh, above this zone here. Okay, sorry, I thought you meant this zone where you drew your line. Still hard, man. That's still hard. Because then you might as well do this, right? So if you're gonna argue that this is a trade option, then why not just buy here? To get to here then. If it's the same as buying here to get to here, but now you're buying later. Right? So this is where you just make the decision, okay, I'm not looking. I like the sells, I agreed with it. Sells make sense. We'll always see how PA forms. Yeah, but you didn't write see how PA forms, right? My point is if you're going to go with this aggressive thing, then why not just take it here? Because it's the same type of zone. What makes this zone better than this zone? That's my question. So when you're planning, always think about that. Like as a general rule of thumb, not only in this situation. And you find out, okay, that it's not just worth, it's not worth it, you know. And then you just write that in the plan. GJ plan gold needs more PE. I don't really see an option at the moment, you know, kind of like make a straight thing. Yeah, but then why not buy 2 1 hour and 30? What makes the diff? Why would you buy later in a riskier zone rather than buying earlier to give it the chance if you expect price to go up? Otherwise, you just say it's too risky the whole place, too many resistances, no clean zones. I'm not trading that zone, full stop. DAX above here as well, okay. Sells, I don't personally like sells, man. Because look what happened yesterday. If you took sells yesterday, what would happen? You would have lost, right? GJ above, I agree with this. It's pretty simple, clean plan. Markup looks good. Same thing. DAX plan above on 15, yes. We'll see if we can even buy from the bottom of the range. Buys with structure, same sort of thing. I don't like that range, you know. Think about, remember the triangle we talked about? Look where we are in the triangle and the type of zone. So no need to force. Yeah, I like this. If we see rejection, yeah, this would have been nice if this candle actually closed bearish. So we don't have this little resistance support zone. Buys, yes. I don't like gold today. Perfect. So then once you write this, no need to draw anything else. But yes, this would be an option. I like that. You put this in the option. This is pretty cool because you're saying, I don't like gold now. Let it create zones for us. That's perfect. Same thing, let it create zones. The sells are fine as well. DAX. Yeah, that would be an option. Close above though, close above. Break even at this point and see if we can push through because it's clean on 30, clean on 1 hour. I like that, well done. Same sort of thing. Multiple zones, only looking for buys, sells. Again, I'll probably say look for structure. Then take the sells, but yeah, all buy options you're basically. All right, what are we looking for? Buys above here? Yes, perfect. Well done, guys, well done. Very, very important, guys. You know, you're very lucky on YouTube chat. You get to see me review these plans. It's very, very good. But what's more beneficial is the guys who get to send the plans here. We can pick up small details like that. You're never going to improve. You're never going to understand a strategy. You're never going to become good at trading if you don't apply what you learn. I promise you 1,000,000%. That's the difference. YouTube will give you information. Great. Information is good, but application is what's going to get you to that next level, right? And that's the difference I hammer in the group is application. Anytime someone asks me a question, I make them apply. You know, I'm like, okay, fine. What would you do? Like, hey, Harry, what do you think about this? You tell me what you think about it first. And then I give my opinion. You know what I mean? And this is the difference. Like, this is what takes you from one level to the next level is doing that, you know? And there's nowhere you can find online that will give you that type of stuff, you know? You have to take advantage of it. Pay thousands of dollars to get that, thousands. But I'm here, it's like just part of my routine as well. Bro, you should upgrade live to quality. Yeah, but then guys are gonna have even more delay. Already there's like a 3 to 5 second delay on YouTube. There's already a 3 to 5 second delay. If I make it 4K, there'll be maybe like 6-7 second delay. Like that's why I run zooms. That's why I run zooms while we have the stream going. Is because Zoom is 0 delay. So if I'm making any quick calls or I need to tell about a different management option, I put it in the Zoom. Also, of course, to have 2 different chats so I can prioritize. And I'm having 15-second delay. Yeah, so you better not ask for 4K quality if you're already having how we join the private zone, your OnlyFans group. It's not an OnlyFans group, but website, man, where we always discuss it. You've been here, same place, doesn't change, same place. But you guys should make the effort, because I think we will close until next month soon, if you're planning. Probably this week last, and then close. Get everyone reconsider. What's the word? There's a word I'm looking for. I'll figure it out in a minute. Imagine the salt of signal bots if there's more delay. Yeah. Did I add yesterday's win to the stream? We have to check. Live. Let's see. Yesterday's win was this. We started the day with how many wins? 103. I did. That's good. 103. What are we now? Yes. Good. Don't even remember I did that. Yeah, gold needs some big volume to move out of this range. Once we move out of this range... Anyways, when gold ranges, the breakout is big, so it's not a bad thing. Maybe gold is waiting for Trump's speech today. A lot of market participants are hesitating for Trump's speech. Harry, can you share with us your NY session journal? I know it's private, your journal. Can you give more knowledge? It's not private. My NY session journal is kept in Harry's Trades, which I need to update from yesterday. But all the NY trades are here in Harry's Trades. Harry's Trades, you can find it in there. You will see when it says NY. Right? These are the trades I personally take. There are a lot more trades that happen during NY, but these are the trades that I'm personally taking myself. So I'm not going to put in here all the trades that the guys or the trades that I put in my plans. Like in the private group, I have my NY plans. I put all the different trade options that there are for NY plans, right? So people might take these trades. I don't take them, but I won't post that in that because it's not something I've taken, right? Is there a reason why you're on web browser for Tradingview and not the app? You can download more on computer. Yeah, I prefer the web browser. I just prefer it. I'm classic. You know, when I started trading, there was no app. There was no app. It was only on web browser. So I got very used to it and I enjoy having, because you know, every time, like I would have to go, like let's say I want to show people the channel, I can click here. I need to go to the journal, I can click here. The Forex factory, I can click here. And then Tradingview, I can click here. You know, those are the main tabs. I need this tab, I need Forex factory, journal, and the YouTube channel for stream. So if I don't have that, if I'm using the app, I have to keep switching between app and that. It's annoying. Frankfurt open here, 1 hour closing what? Bearish, doji. No bottom wick yet. Harif, daily previous session 4 hour close bearish and we're looking for sells, but in the session the 4 hour close is bullish. Should we still prioritize sells or buy sell setup? Yep, you can't switch bias because then the what's this called, bias is changed on the new 4 hour close, right? Do you have a morning routine? I do have a morning routine. I don't only have a morning routine, I have a daily routine. I'm a very routine person. It's how I get shit done fast, you know? I get shit done fast being a routine person. Let's watch how gold navigates through this range. Do you drink or smoke? No, I don't. Once in an occasion, I'll smoke a cigar in an occasion, but that's it. Not a habit thing. It's just because I don't drink. So if people are going, if there's some sort of occasion or something like that, sometimes, you know, we can't discuss, Carson, you know. This is if we need full, when we increase risk, you know. When we increase risk, this is the time. Back on the bulk now, 5'1" with a dream to become a big boy. All right, let's see. Short, stubby guy, huh? Sounds like a plan. Also, time to meet with the group. Nice to see you met with Ents. Yeah, it was cool, man. I'm telling you, we need to organize it. I'm down. Someone take charge, organize it. Could you explain your routine? I would appreciate it. Daily routine or morning routine? I'll probably say daily because that includes morning routine. It's nothing complex. Very, very simple routine. Basically, wake up. If I'm in a fat loss phase, meaning that I'm looking to get shredded, I will do cardio at that time. If I'm not looking to get shredded, if I'm aiming to get big, put on weight, I will not do cardio, but I'll still walk in the morning. I like to walk in the morning and think. It's a good time to think, you know. Just walk, think, and answer, you know, emails, messages overnight, right? Then after that, I will go and prep meals and, you know, make my breakfast, meal number 1, prep meals. And then after that, I'm basically here on stream, right? About maybe 30 minutes before stream, set up everything, camera, stream itself. Doesn't take too long, that, you know. And then just answer some messages, like finish answering some messages, get some DMs, stuff like that. Then we stream. After stream is my meeting time, right? So any meetings I have, I will organize to have it. After stream, right? So depending how many meetings I have, that's how long that takes. Then then I have a meal before that, of course, right? So I have my second meal, meetings. Then I have my third meal. Then I go to gym. Then before gym, I plan for NY session, because I plan for NY session and then I drive to gym. By the time I reach gym, 30 minutes into my workout, I can trade NY session. So I trade NY session from the gym. It's not too hard to do so once you plan before. Then I eat a meal before the gym, of course. I eat a meal after the gym. And then I come home. I eat another meal. I prep my meal for the next day. You know, diet is all key, man. If you're performing physically optimal, you will perform mentally optimal. Then sometimes at night I have another meeting. I try to avoid that as much as possible, though. And then I have the evening off, you know, chill, do whatever I want. That's it. Pretty simple, man. And then if, who knows, sometimes maybe in the evening I go meet a friend. Sometimes, you know, there's maybe some activity I do if there's something to do, you know, if I'm not busy. And then for entertainment purposes, you know, we have sports we do. To be honest, I enjoy the gym. Entertainment purposes, go desert, kite surf, all of this stuff, you know, it's more sporadic type things, you know. Any event that's on, you know, races, you name it, all type of stuff, you know, track day events, corporate kind of meeting, all types of meetings for one of my other business, meeting with someone who is in other business as well, wants to speak to me, meeting for pip labs, anything you could imagine, friends meeting, whatever, you know, whatever. Because, you know, like yesterday I went to meet one guy from our exclusive group. Like, that's the look at the what time I did it, right after stream, right? So it's just how it works. So it depends. Some days I don't have meetings at that time, but I try to keep busy, right? So then I'll do something proactive and productive, you know. What was my daily routine during learning phase? Come to the charts, trade the session, and then I would only backtest on the weekends. So all I would do is, it was very simple routine. It was the same. I would still go gym, but the routine, I would actually, at that time I was very serious kite surfing. So I would only trade London session, and then I wouldn't even bother with NY session, and I would go kite surf for the day or try to get out the house. But it was actually a mix of crypto at that time. So when I was with, yeah, I did play games. I still do. I was playing CS as well. So I would do that if I'm not trading. I was either kite surfing or playing CS. So, and it was a mix of crypto. So I was looking for, you know, quick pump and dumps in crypto. But my study routine was, I would actually study while watching the market simultaneously. I'd have something going on in the background, you know. Anything I didn't understand in the market, I researched. That's as simple as it, you know. So let's say I was watching the market here. Let's take this scenario. So I would get into this scenario. It was wrong, but it was good to learn. And I'd be like, okay, today price in a range, I don't know what to do. So I went on YouTube and I searched how to trade price in a range. And then I would try whatever a 10-minute video said in that session. You know? So that was the learning phase, right? That was the learning phase. So I'd switch to that. But then I just started, you know, then you work and you focus on one strategy and stuff like that. Why did you decide to switch from Forex to crypto, from crypto pump and dumps to Forex? Because crypto pump and dumps didn't happen all the time, man. You know what the bear market is? Suddenly switched off. Everything went to zero. Nothing was doing anything. Your investments in Bitcoin weren't making money. You were in the sideline just buying. You weren't making money. So you have to do something that allows you. I could have that's why I learned to trade, right? I was trading Bitcoin, but I didn't find much success in it because it was random the way it moved, and I was not a good trader at that time. Probably now if I picked up Bitcoin, I'd be good at it. The only thing I didn't like is its randomness of moving. When did you start trading? And the big question, how many accounts have you blown before starting to get profitable, and what actually worked for you? What actually worked for me is what I'm doing till today, price action. How many accounts have I blown? Zero. Zero accounts blown since I started. Fact. I had good risk management from the beginning. Only time I've blown an account is when I gambled, but I did that purposely. I was watching some sort of freaking TikToks, and I saw people gambling news. I'm like, oh look, they're flipping money. I tried it myself, and then the account went to zero. GJ has bullish bias today. Check this out, bullish bias. Makes it tough. At any point, this could reject, go up. So if we're gonna counter trend sell, it's gonna need some secondary structure here. Otherwise, this could just create support from down here and we look for buys. Same like yesterday on DAX. Anyone looking for sells, you got absolutely rinsed here. DAX was melting, not for long. You would have been way better off if you pressed buy where majority of people sold. Do you have a tip for me? Fighting perfection, you're gonna die an unhappy person. There's no such thing as perfection. There's no such thing. You'll never, ever, ever be able to find perfection. Never. Nothing is perfect in life. And when you plan things to be perfect, it will not go to plan. Never. Most things don't go to plan. So you have to make an outline and execute. The number one thing is execute, not try to perfect. I think that's a big mistake people make, is they don't execute. You have to execute. See what Sebi is doing. What's this? GU looking for sells, mixed bias below here. I would say below this better, but yeah, the idea is good. Below this would be better. Or if you notice something, and this is the same thing we discussed last time, right? Make a new low, retrace, new low, retrace, new low, retrace, new low. Maybe we can retrace again. And if it retraces, get in on the setup 2. Get in on the setup 2. Get in on the setup 2. Oh, this one here it would be actually. You know? So you're better taking the setup 2 because this is what's been happening. We've not made a new low without retracing. Every time it's made a new low, it's retraced. All good, man. All good. Do you reckon to be profitable only following someone with very good success rate, even month signals with very good risk management? If you follow signals, I can guarantee you won't be profitable. You won't even be profitable long term with signals. Guaranteed, guaranteed. Why? Because you just simply will not understand. You simply will not understand what people are doing. So signals, following pure signals, you're gonna fail. Like I see people throw out free signals here and there, and then, you know, it's just no one gets anywhere. No one gets anywhere. I don't know one person today who is highly successful with signals. Not in terms of sending, but in terms of trading themselves. Because you have to understand the signal. That's what's important. If you understand what people are doing, that's not signals, that's trading together. Signal is literally someone saying, buy now. And suddenly, oh shit, he wrote buy now. Where? Let me go check. Let me go see how to... all of this shit, man. You know? And then by the time you enter, they already write in chat, TP one hit. You're like, what? So you're better to look at an analysis, a plan. It's basically signals. But you know how to execute on that plan. Because then you can make a decision and calculate risk. You're never going to have good risk management following signals, because the signals, you won't have enough time to calculate risk. Unless it's a swing signal. But a swing signal would be an analysis, right? Because swings don't come every single day, you would say, you know? What indicators do you use? I just trade the naked charts. Damn true. I was in a signal group like a year ago and lost so much in the first week. I did not bother taking those signals after a week. Yeah, I mean, this is my point. And signals are expensive, right? $100, $200. You can get 50 times the value from something a lot cheaper if you're following the right people, right? It's like, it doesn't make sense. I would say, you know, signals for swing trading probably are going to be the only one that work because you actually have time to get in. But again, if you don't know what you're doing, you know, it's not going to be something good. What are those yellow lines? Those are support and resistance zones based on higher time frame analysis, working down towards lower time frame analysis. So I work from higher time frame down to the lower time frames. For me, lower time frame is 15. Gold. Relax, brother. We discuss gold. If you rewind the stream, you'll see full analysis on gold. Gold in a range, bro. Gold is in a range. Let it get out the range, you make money. You trade in this range, you lose money. The choice is yours. Red pill or blue pill? What choice do you make? Hi, what would you think if you spotted divergence between futures and spot chart on 30 minutes? Well, futures chart will be delayed anyways. I got the paid data. Cool. But DAX futures chart have gaps, right? It's closes. So what diverge? You're talking about an RSI divergence? NY session live stream? We do it in the exclusive group. No candles, like one better, the other one bullish. Yeah, it will be. That happens on futures. Hi from Abu Dhabi. Welcome. Thank you. I've been watching for 3 days now. It's been good. Appreciate it. Glad you like it. Make sure if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, leave a subscribe on the channel. 600 viewers, we do a big giveaway here. I'm talking big giveaway. It will be probably about $1,000 worth of giveaway items there. It's pretty good, to be honest, especially on the first month. But fortunately, markets have been generous. Historically, what's the most Forex pair commodity or indices you're most successful? Historically, GJ. GJ has been the most successful I've been in historically, yes. Also, the highest amount traded has been GBP JPY. By far. Especially 2023. Probably like my only pair, you know, 2023. You know, followed by gold. And then recently I've added indices to have a mix. Nine minutes for 30-minute candle close. 30-minute can close setup number 1. Can we trade based on candles or wait for breakouts? You can trade based on candles, but I don't know what exactly you mean by based on candles. Have you ever used chart indicator moving out? Of course I have. Of course I have. Yeah, 100%. You know, they're all lagging. The only time I found them somewhat useful is for analysis, right? I've only found it somewhat useful for analysis, but never for entry confirmations. They're always lagging, you know. But once you learn price action, you don't need indicators, because everything the indicator tells you, you already were able to identify on the chart. Do you have a premium course? I wouldn't say it's more of a video library than a course, but yeah, we do have a, it's more of a, I don't just sell a course by itself. I don't agree with that. I don't think you learn enough just from a course. For me, the course is an add-on that I give as a benefit for people who join the exclusive group, which is not even a course price, right? Most people charge like $500 for a course. This is 10% of that, plus it lasts for a month. So I don't even think you can compare it like that. But of course there is, you know, you do get information. And I would say the content in there is priceless, man. It's priceless. But no, I like it. So it looks like this. If you're wondering, it looks like this. So you get all the fundamental stuff with a lot of in-detail stuff. Like this stuff, most people are too bored to watch on YouTube. Advanced concepts are there as well. Mental break-evens, market economics, Asian ranges, and then some cool little topics here, you know. And then of course, this is very, very important, is going to be a psychology webinar. This was a very good webinar. I recommend everyone watch this. That's the difference. But I don't sell a course like that. No, man. If you're looking for a course, then you can just take my free course. It's on YouTube. It's this video here. I posted it beginning of the year. Have a watch. It costs nothing. This is probably going to be good if you're not willing to invest $50 into yourself. If you want, then watch that, man. That's why I put it up there for people maybe who can't afford but need the information. I rather people not lose money than do that. But if you're asking me advice, don't invest into like a $1,000 course, $500 course just to watch videos. I promise. As much as they might sell it to you, it's not going to make you better. I promise. I promise. You need application. You need everything around that. Videos are great to, like, you know, if someone asks me, hey Harry, how do you do this? I can guide and say this, like, go watch this first, then ask me. Anything you don't understand, then ask me. But the 80% is, if you don't understand anything, you ask me. That's what you need in this game. You need the ability to ask. Six minutes for 30 to close above. Same with the 15 here. What's interesting is 15 will close at resistance. If candles are clean on 30 but not 15, would you wait for bottom wick and close and 30 close slash structure? You just base everything off the 30, right? So your stop loss will be based off the 30. You have structure here. So let's say this 30 was to close above like what it's doing right now. You'd have to take this trade based off a 30. So your stop loss will go here below. Wow, that's some volume coming in. Your stop loss will go here based on 30-minute. Everything will be based on 30. Is it problematic we have no bottom wick? It's an hour. That's the problem. 30 minutes since the 30 minutes closing? No, but it's actually the hour candle. So it could be problematic, yes. You know, we don't have much structure here as well. It could be problematic. But the higher we get, the further away we get from it, it's unlikely that it would make it. You know, DAX doesn't always make bottom wicks, top wicks. That's one thing you have to see. I mean, if you go and just look at price, no wick, no wick, no wick. Like this, it's a lot more than Forex. So it's more important. It's more important in Forex than it is in indices, I would say. Especially futures. Will you take the 30-minute candle on DAX? Depending how it closes. If it closes any deeper, it's a pretty big candle. I probably will just take it on a 5. I get better risk to reward. You know, it's even possible in 4 minutes we don't close above even, right? This is how DAX is. So you have to just wait. A lot of factors will go. What about 221, 276, 76, 76, 76? This one right now? No. I don't like it. Without a 15 close yet, I don't like it. Because we don't have a 1 hour bullish, we don't have a 30-minute bullish, and we have no bottom wick. 15-minute we have bullish, but it's not closing above the 1 hour resistance. This is only the first 5-minute candle, and we don't have proper structure yet. We have one pause candle like this. It's not proper structure. So I'd feel uncomfortable with this, because where would my stop loss have to go in this position? Like probably here, right? For it to make sense. And I'm almost stopped out on this, you know. Now, if this candle closed bearish but above the 1 hour and the next one closes above, yeah, that makes sense. Because why? Look at the difference now. Now you have, so let's imagine this candle closes where my mouse is. That would close the 30-minute above now. The 15-minute would be closing strong bullish. Now it's making a lot more sense, you know. Probably even if it closes like this, you have a thunderstorm. You can probably go in the thunderstorm. I mean, it's not like if someone took it, I wouldn't say it's a crazy thing. It's just a little bit early for me. 30-minute resistance, I have a bit higher. I'm going to check on broker. I'll mark the line on broker and we'll see when it closes. It's good we broke in 4-hour highs right now. If weekends charts open with a gap, does the gap always come back to get filled? And yeah, it's highly likely the gap will be filled, but doesn't mean it has to happen today, tomorrow. It could even take sometimes like 2-3 weeks, you know. Most of the time, the gap will be filled when the market opens, like just immediately. All right, let's see how this candle closes here. 15 is closing above resistance. 30 is closing above resistance. 5-minute is closing kind of doji. Love to see a little bit more. I'd love to actually see this close bearish. Give us a thunder. Right, closing here. Deeper the bottom wick, the better now. 5-minute is not a good close like this. This is normally a tricky close when it closes like this. 30-minute is valid. Based on a 30-minute stops is a bit big for me to the 4-hour. 4-hour is like a target and it's not even a 1-to-1, I believe. 19 points for 28 points. So I'd have to take it based on a 15-minute here, which is a little bit risky with our structure. Hate those 5-minute closes, only 15-minute stops. Yes, 15-minute stops make sense. But then I would prefer to see the pullback happen. 24.19 is fine, we could break even. We do have this 15-minute level we need to be careful about though. This needs some liquidity. I really hope it comes down first. If not, I'm gonna wait for 5-minute structure and probably buy above the 15. More confirmation, smaller stops. Because then my stops will be like what, 10, 11, 12 points. Even worst case, even if we close deeper, it will be like 14 points. 14 point stop loss makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I really want. Come on, give us one candle bearish. This seems like a little bit high, right? We've not had a proper pullback yet. Only this, yes, it's considered some sort of structure, but we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bullish candles. We haven't had one strong bearish candle. If this can close strong bearish, the next one close above is valid. I'm just thinking, do I mind sitting through some heavy pullbacks? Because it can still be valid on a 15, but I want to see where the 15 stop is. There. It's a tough spot. The problem is the minute we lose this level here, it's gone. But by the time we're breaking below here like this, it's so close to stop, it's not even worth to manage. And there's no way you can manage this position before. It's a 4-point difference only to wait for potential 5-minute structure and close above. But knowing DAX, you know, look at what it did yesterday, right? It was very frustrating. Let's see. We have time. I have no bottom wick. Yeah, we all don't have bottom wick on 1 hour. But once the candle is closed, it invalidates a bottom wick. Sorry if I miss it. Would you mind giving your knowledge around on GJ? For sure. If you just rewind the stream, duplicate the stream, rewind to the beginning of the stream, I do a full in-depth analysis every morning. Every morning, full in-depth analysis. Why do we need a bottom wick? When the candle is open, there's a high chance, you know, that price can go and make a bottom wick. So it avoids you from sitting in potentially a loss or a trade that's going to be taking you into drawdown. I mean, in this scenario, the wick is not going to be that important because we're very far away. But let's say this current candle had no bottom wick here and we entered break of high. It's a high chance this can flip, and how deep you have to hold drawdown can put you in heavy drawdown, or eventually just end up closing the candle bearish because you didn't wait for the bottom wick, and then you end up hitting stops. What if the candle already closed? Then it doesn't matter. It's closed, right? The wick is not open. Yeah, hopefully this 5-minute formation like this, candle's getting weaker now, definitely not telling me to buy. If I buy here, I'm FOMOing for sure. Definitely FOMOing. Because look where we are in the move, right? This was the start of the move. This is this is the same scenario here, right? But look what happens. We get the pullbacks, and then when we get above, we get the second leg. That's what I want to be part of, this part here. After structure. I don't want to be trying to catch this last bit of momentum here. Which pair is this? This is DAX. You can see the pair here on the bottom right. You can see it on the top left. You can see it here. Just change your monitor quality. Not monitor quality, sorry, the stream quality. How about GBP JPY? It could bounce from here. Could bounce from here. Could start to bounce. The only concern is this resistance here at 725. But this 5-minute close is a very good 5-minute close. If it breaks that high, it's a good 5-minute close for continuation to that 725. Only 4 pips though. Not bad stop loss though. When does London session start? It started. We're on Frankfurt Open around 38 minutes ago. How do you measure a move that's overstretched and therefore risky, likely pullback? Is using ASP, correct? Also just look at it, right? Like, has there, in this DAX move, has there been a pullback? Not really, right? 5-minute, there's only one you can argue, but it's been a very small one. But ASP is going to drastically help, but the point of ASP is that if we have a pullback, we can continue, right? Like, you can just see how markets work. Like, just go back and even see this push here, right? Pullback, continue, pullback, continue, pullback, continue. It's very rare you just see, unless it's one big candle like this, it's always pullbacks, right? Pullbacks, then the continuation. Pullbacks, continuation, pullback, continuation. You know, very rarely we get, only after a pullback do we see this big moves like this, you know? So right now, have we had a pullback? No. So that's where the risk is. But 5-minute just doesn't want to close bearish here. It's closing very, very weak bullish, weak bullish, weak bullish. It's annoying because it's showing me there's no buying pressure and there's no heavy selling pressure. So it's going to be like a 50-50. And the annoying case, which we have to prepare for, guys, is that if price just blasts through that 15, all of a sudden some big buys come in, it blasts through that 15, we don't get any structure like this. You know? The second case is that it finds resistance, we get structure, and it will allow us to get an entry like we've been taking in the past. You know? Previous 5-minute on broker was doji bearish on DAX. Let's see how it closed. Yeah, mine's just slightly bullish. But yeah, it's doji. It's not selling pressure, that's my point. Even if it's doji bearish, it's showing equal. Hopefully this was a quick liquidity grab up to then give the pullback, trigger every one of the FOMO buyers into buys, give some of the exit sellers. This is what we want to see. And this hopefully starts the pullback. Even if a pullback to where my mouse is enough. And then we close above here, perfect. Yep, pullbacks give you structure and they avoid situation like this. But I did discuss to you that it could blast. This is the ideal scenario. But remember, with stop loss being below here, this would almost have stopped you out now, you know? And this is what I'm trying to explain. This is the situation I'm avoiding, but it doesn't always happen. But the time it does happen, I'm always right, you know? And that's the point, is that I want to be in something I understand rather than giving a gamble. I'm not here to gamble saying, hopefully this is the time where volume comes through and pushes. No, I'm not for that. I'm not here trying to say hopefully this is the time. You know? Part of my journey has been learning when not to trade. Exactly, it's a big part. There is another benefit I've gotten here in the group. Gold right now cannot be traded. I wouldn't have accepted that 6 months ago. I would force things. So lessons learned. Yeah, it's a great improvement, man. It's a great way to measure your development, you know. Do you trade news? I don't. I mean, this is a clean example, right? Because if you're in the position now, how are you feeling? I wouldn't feel great because I know that there was a likelihood of the pullback. And how do we know when this pullback's going to end? DAX can pull back deep, man. Yesterday, DAX was doing 30-point pullbacks. You know? Even NFP, I don't gamble on news, guys. When you're taking a news trade, spread is high, slippage is high, you're going to be gambling. You're going to be slipped. You're going to blow your account. There's no risk management. There's no plan. The only time I will trade news is when I'm in a swing trade holding during news. I was considering taking this, but then can you explain it's a bad idea? Yeah, it was, because same thing we're just discussing now. Is there was no pullbacks before the close above, right? I mean, this gave a little thunderstorm here. It's not crazy after the thunderstorm. That's not crazy. It's not crazy. I mean, it would be a tight little option actually, you know. It's just bit easier now that we saw it play out. You know, so close to the 1 hour as well. You're kind of just saying, okay, let me just take it above. I mean, this 1 hour here was how close to that position? Oh, that's what we just tested. Very close to that position, right? All right, 15-minute candle closed here. 15-minute candle closed bearish here, creating a resistance. We retested that previous 1 hour very nicely. If this can make a bottom wick and close above here, I'll be interested. What's a thunderstorm? It's a setup that I take. It's a setup 1 on a 15-minute and a setup 3 on a 5-minute. If you don't know what those setups are, time to get onto my channel. Time to be learning. Next 15-minute can't be traded. Why? It's Frankfurt open. Yeah, so we need a 5-minute, right? So we need the 5-minute. Get in 10 minutes before. Get into profit, hopefully, and then see if London can do the business. So we're looking at basically this 5-minute. I'll just go to the toilet and come back. Damn. 1 minute though. 1 minute 50 seconds. We could get a wick fill here. This wick is rejecting nothing. So if this closes like this, it's going to be interesting. If it closes below, it's even more interesting. You should stream from the bathroom. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, it's like more liquidity, man. More liquidity. Definitely more liquidity. Ooh. That's nuts. It's really hard. It's making it very hard. Even if you put stop loss here, guys, look, this is what you have to notice. Put stop loss here. Look where stop loss is on lower time frames. Really shit place, man. You need to run the full stop loss below here, and that stop loss is there. And what size is that? 22 points for a target of 7 points. DAX. What are you doing today, Mr. DAX? If 1 minute breaks this structure here and then retraces, interesting. That's a no trade for me. We'll see. Wait until 9. I mean, we have 10 minutes we can do, but the problem is what I'm trying to think, what type of setup can I take? That's the problem. If this closed above cleanly, this is an easy trade right now. If this closed above where my mouse is right now, you go and flip easy. If 1 minute creates structure, I can put stop below here. This is only a 15-point stop. 15-point stop with a 7 pip to 4 hour. If it doesn't break through 4 hour, just get out break even. But in order for me to be able to do that, I need to see the 1 minute create structure, because my stop is going to be where? My stop is just going to be here, which is a very risky place to hold through any drawdown, especially if I'm trying to hold during London Open. There's no way. No way you could, that's a good place to try survive during London Open, because when London Open goes down, it loves to retest structure all the time. Hi, how do you distinguish when lower time frame is okay and when it's running behind a trade, as in something easy to avoid but can be done? You just look how the candle is closed. So in this situation, candle closed deep. It's hard for me to take a trade. I need more confirmations. Do you see what's happening now? How we're retracing like this? It's tough. How do you backtest different variations of your strategy to improve it? If so, what? No, I don't backtest different variations. If I were to backtest something, I backtest a different entry model, but I ain't gonna change what's not broken, right? Like, it's a big mistake. People try to keep changing variations. Market don't work like that, you know. You shouldn't be trying to enter in every single market condition. Those who are able to enter in every single market condition either lie, or I just don't believe. The whole point of having an edge in the market is to have an edge. You have an edge against something. Having an edge that beats everything means you're better than the market. And no way as a retail trader you're better than the market. The whole point of having a strategy is to protect you from randomness. Protect you from this type of randomness here, right? Because if I didn't have a strategy, then I would not be protected from moves in the market that would cause me to lose. But that's the whole point of having a strategy, is that you avoid the randomness and trade things with probabilities. That doesn't mean you catch every single move. There's no solid trader out there or good trader out there who's catching every single move. They're catching their move. That's the meaning of having an edge. That's where your competitive advantage is. So you should spend more time working on your edge. I mean, bigger TP, something you can add, take away from your strategy, make it more profitable. 100%, yeah. That I've done. I've backtested different scenarios. I've backtested stuff like keeping stop loss below current candle, not previous candle. All of that type of stuff I've done, yes. All right, this candle here closing 28 seconds, 5 minutes before London opened. Wow. I like the pullback. This is the pullback I wanted. I like the pullback, but the London open here, wow. This is making it, what a scenario. How big balls do I have right now? My 4-hour resistance around this, yeah, don't use IC market charts on Tradingview. Use the IC market charts on broker. The one on Tradingview is wrong. But let me see, on broker it's clear. Broker we haven't tapped for 4-hour yet. $15-minute gonna make its bottom wick maybe. We close below the 15 here, so it's not a valid setup 3. For GJ, gold and DAX, for gold I use Owanda. For GJ and DAX I use, yeah, Forex.com. Correct. Okay, interesting shit happening now. 4 minutes till London open. Hopefully we can chill for 4 minutes, would be perfect. I always thought IC market trader view, yeah, it's all off, man. It's all off. Feel like a noob? It's okay. Let's see. What are you using for gold again? Owanda. Yeah, GJ, that 5-minute close held the support. Yeah, you can go test this now. I wonder if I would have been break even. So 3 pips, I had 3 pip range, 13 pip stop. So 3 pip range, and then it tapped here. Did it reject? No, you would have survived even if you move break even. Yeah, it's interesting to note. Almost at a 1-to-1, you'd be break even now. 13 1-to-1 is there, so maybe you get stop break even. Let's see. This is pushing the range. It's a tight range to trade like this, but I'm just discussing all possible options. Entry would be somewhere here with spread, maybe like that. Has to respect that 1-minute structure, so at least it has 1-minute structure. Yeah. If this closes below the 1-minute structure in 10 seconds, that's probably where it will retrace deeper. It's playing with the guys. Ooh. Now you have to survive this liquidity grab. Gold is still ranging. I won't touch gold. Alright, so we have London Open here in 1 minute 34. We're going to be waiting for London Open now. It would be unfortunate if London Open does a big liquidity grab up. This will be annoying. We want London Open to do a liquidity grab down so that we can enjoy the upside. We have pullbacks, we have everything now. All the confirmation. No, not last 1 minute. Come on, DAX. Don't be dirty today. So we have all the confirmation now. We need the liquidity grab down. If this can close like this, where it is right now, it will be good. There's no way I could have entered here 50 seconds before London Open. It's too dangerous. Because London Open moves rapid. It's like almost like news. So we'll see at 41 seconds. Look at this retracement last 20 seconds. Man, people are getting cooked here. People are getting cooked last 20 seconds before London Open. I would be so... like my heart would sink if I was holding a buy and last 20 seconds is pushing down like this just for London Open to dump and absolutely make you cry yourself to sleep. Oh, look at that. How painful is that? Last 5 seconds. Painful shit. And then gives you hope again, and then London Open fills your hope. Great. That's not fair. How come they get away with it? Now we have to wait and see how this London Open candle settles here. No bottom wick yet. Oof. Oof. There's the bottom wick. Okay. This is why you let London Open settle. Yes. So, plan here still. A 5-minute close above here, we can get wick fill. Wick fill is valid. Otherwise, close above 4-hour resistance as well is valid. Sells, I'm not interested in sells yet. That's going to be the plan. Pretty simple. Gold, I don't imagine has done much for London Open. Yeah, gold is doing nothing for London Open. 30 minutes still stuck in that same range since this morning. We popped up a little bit. We popped down. We're here. Leave gold for now. GJ retracing. We would have been stopped out break even on GJ if I took it. How many pips did we see that? So only 11 pips there. Yeah, wow. That would have been annoying. So yeah, not much volume in GJ and gold here. Again, this is just, I'm saying like the maximum squeeze position. If you remove this block here, it would be much better. But, you know, we're just ranging. If you look at this, you go on a 1-hour time frame, everything will be clear. It's just a range. Just a range for now. Alright, DAX flipped here fully. This is why we don't want to trade the open like that. We don't know, right? So if DAX gets above here later, I'm excited for buys. The deeper it gets now, we start to think, okay, where can we take buys back up now? A very interesting movement, this. But this is the liquidity grab we wanted from the beginning, right? You can see. This is what DAX did yesterday. Came deep, grab liquidity. So if this 5-minute can close bearish, the next one close bullish, we can have... I wonder if that would make sense. Where did the hour close? It's a valid hour close. 4-hour has been tapped. Yes, it has. 15-minute close below. Wow, interesting. even 30. Okay, interesting closes. So ideally you do want something closing back above that 15, even on a 5. Making money by staying out is awesome. Yeah, you can see how quickly you can get messed up, right? Like things look so good and then right now it's like all of a sudden bad. But many people don't notice what you notice, Alexa, you know? It's like they just don't notice it. But at the time they're contemplating and trying to FOMO into the markets and grab the position, but they don't understand, like, very hard to win in this. Even though it went up, like even if you're taking it based on 15 to keep things simple, right? London Open, yeah, it gave a great push here, but you were in drawdown, it came back to entry. I mean, you would have probably been break even if I were to say anything. Does FTS, if you're talking about FTSE, yes, it would be the same on the open. Have you ever tried silver? I've analyzed it, no, but I've never actually traded it properly. But I have looked at it and watched how it moved, analyzed it for a couple of days, stuff like that. Not days, but over time. So this next 5-minute close, if it's able to close above, can be interesting here. Now we've created this, I call this happens on DAX. This is a double liquidity grab candle. It's a very interesting candle on DAX. This happens in London Open. Now from my testing and from live trading it as well, it allows DAX to have a 50-50% scenario because it's grabbed orders from the bottom, it's grabbed orders from the top. So now it has to make a resolution candle. It has to solve which way it wants to go. So this next 5 minutes will give us a good indication of what it wants to do. If this 5-minute close is bearish, the liquidity grab from the upside maybe looks like we want to range and maybe slowly make our way towards the downside. If we close towards the upside, the liquidity grab from the downside hopefully should give the juice for the continuation. Only threat in this scenario is going to be that there's a 4-hour there. But with volume, 4 hours should be able to be crossed. So depending on where this candle closed, the situation will be, can I trade to the 4-hour question mark, or will I have to trade above it? So we'll see. Appreciate everyone showing to stream. Make sure to leave a like on the stream, guys. Get the likes to 200. 600 viewers. We're doing big giveaway. We're still a while away from it. Need to get back to there. So make sure, share the stream, like it, you know, tell anyone. I really would appreciate the support. It's nice to have a stream that's growing, getting out there, you know, would be appreciated. What do you backtest on? Because I've tried Tradingview, but I don't like it at times. Show me a future candle when changing timeframes. Yeah, I backtest on our own software called Piplabs. That's what I use. You'll see it if you watch one of the backtesting webinars, should help you. Sell, bro? Maybe not yet. You might be right in 2 minutes. If the candle flips from now and closes bearish, sells might make more, you know, more sense. But we'll see. Again, 1 minute pushing up like this. It needs to do it in the next 2 minutes then. the next 2 minutes, this candle, 1 minute candle needs to close bearish, and the next 1 minute needs to close above 4 hour. That would give you the structure. So this needs to close maybe somewhere deep, and the next one needs to close above. That's actually what will have to happen. My girlfriend hates the stream. I talk about Harry more than her. Damn. But we can see the 4 hour is being relevant. Like we tapped it perfectly and getting some rejection from there. So there are orders coming from this 4 hour. If you guys remember, I did the same position here with the sell position breaking through the 4 hour resistance. I can try to execute on that again, but I need proper one minute structure. So I need the second 1 minute even to probably close a bit bearish. If it closes above 4 hour, we do have a small 1 minute pause candle. We'll have to see. Interesting scenarios. Alright, so rejected this 1 minute nice retest. So we have closed above the 5 minutes successfully here. So we do have an active setup one. This is very similar to that scenario I took, remember, on the sells with the liquidity grab up. Very, very similar. But I need a top wick here, which is a bottom wick. And then above here, I think it's going to be valid. One minute close above here is also going to be valid. Yeah, I'm going to try half when it breaks this high. Going to give it a little bit of room to break like that much. Stop loss below the low. Especially with this bottom wick. Has no reason breaking that high again after this move down. If it didn't move down like this, I wouldn't take it, but has no reason to flip, re-break its own high and re-break the other candle high. $18 points, yeah, it's around that. Short. Alright, man, good luck with your shorts on DAX. Could be right today. That's totally fine. Or you could be wrong and I could be right, and that should also be fine. You're following your plan. Just started my trading journey. After coming across your videos, I had a good understanding of top-down analysis, support and resistance. My entries is where I struggled. Amazing. Should help. After watching your setup 1 to 3 videos, I can say I opened up my eyes. So far I have placed 3 trades with setup 1. I've won 2 out of 3. Amazing, man. If this candle closes bearish, of course it will invalidate it. I mean bearish back in the range. Have an appointment? Alright, take care. Good luck. Entering half, yeah. If the 5 closes above, I'll add the rest. See if that triggered me. No, I still didn't. If it's like 10 seconds before the close, I think this will trigger me. Okay. See what happens. Gonna enter the rest if we can close above on the 5. If we close above on the 5, I'm gonna enter the rest. If I could get my position to work. Whoa, 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 where's it? What? What is happening to Tradingview position? Hopefully it closes above. Alright, it has, so... Oh, I didn't get a chance to enter the rest, guys. I didn't get a chance there. If it flips back, makes a bottom wick and then re-breaks its high, I'll be able to do that. But I didn't get a chance here. I didn't get a chance to enter the rest. Okay, it looks like I'm making a bottom wick. $15 tapped. Which 15? This one? We went above it though. We went above it. So if this reflips here, I'll add the rest of my position. Reflips and breaks the previous high. I in with half, yes. Trying to add the second half if we can get back up here. Actually, not gonna add full half, gonna add like total 0.75% risk. Just feel more comfortable with that. Want to preserve. Damn, last 50 seconds pushing down. We were doing very well. We were creating 1 minute supports. Now that failed right there, right at entry. Right at entry. Right as Mohit wrote, 1 minute looks good. This candle open, no top wick, dump. Yeah, I won't be added the second entry now because the 5 minutes closing bearish, so I'll need more confirmation. Wow, we need to survive this no top wick, man. We need to survive. This needs to flip. 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 Let me see if I survive that. Still in, still in. Still in, still in. Ouch. That took me out with spread, man. 0.5% gave back yesterday's profits, unfortunately. Unfortunately, did not manage to continue here. Unfortunately. And that's it. Gave back yesterday. Classic January. Take one, give one, take one, give one, take one, give one. This is how January normally is. But DAX has been performing very good. But looks like it's not doing much right now. So that's normal though. We gave it a shot. No volume to continue. Hope and not. Brother, if you're going to come in here and hate, like I said, you could be right today and I could be right today. I've been right 76% of the time. So good. If you're taking sells and it's going to work out today, I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. But based on my plan, based on the moves I've been taking, good luck, you know. You have to follow your plan. I'm not here to compete. But you spamming in chat, hope and nope, needs to dip, bro. Relax, brother. Just take a chill pill. Take a chill pill. It's not gonna, this is not the way to come and speak like this, man. You have to take a chill pill. We're expecting volume. I mean, regardless, it closed above. Regardless, it closed above. So it's even a 15-minute close. So even if regardless, I was expecting, but we closed above anyways, it's still valid. It's still valid. I think setup 2 is better. You're not getting setup 2. Where's the setup 2? There's no setup 2s, right? Look, continuation, no setup 2, no setup 2 yet. We are not getting setup 2. So even with the retracements, there's no setup 2. This might form one. This candle closes, next one makes bottom wick, I might give second chance here. We're closing above previous 5 here as well. Let's see. I need a bottom wick though. And I want it to close above this. Alright, don't listen to me then. It's a good wick though, I like the wick. London Open was just huge, but that's what I'm talking about. London Open, it's just London Open. Hi, it doesn't matter if you follow the plan, man. It's just gave back what I made yesterday. It doesn't matter. You know? It's not gonna affect. It's just a shame there was no continuation. I would have liked to win. I still trust the idea, but there was no continuation. How many points? That was 18, right? Yeah. Yeah, if you had SL just a tiny bit lower, if I put it below this structure, I would have survived that. We would have been basically back at entry. Just a little bit lower. How many more points to survive? I'd have to run it below the 1 hour here, so something like 30 points. Yeah, 30 points wouldn't make sense though. It wouldn't make sense. 30 points, it wouldn't make sense. Where's your sells, brother? Where's your sells? Not looking good for your sells, I tell you that much. Higher lows. Be careful. Be careful. Yeah, I don't think I see myself putting a 30-point stop. That's why I don't have SL in my trades. I close them manually and manage with second entry. I really don't recommend that. You have to keep SL. I mean, the time it does this, it's fine. I don't mind getting stopped like that. I followed my plan. But if it pushes through and dumps through the screen, you can absolutely get rinsed, man. You will lose a lot of money like that, I promise you. I would be very, very, very careful doing that. Right now, I'm trying to think, okay, what's another way in, you know? What's another way in is what I'm trying to think right now. $15 stops almost gives 1-to-1. Which 15 stops though? The setup 3. Previous 15. 41 points. No, it's not. It's not. Now it looks like it's ranging for now. Hasn't the 15 just formed a perfect setup? No, it hasn't, unfortunately. It's closing bearish here pretty deep. Unless it can close a little bit weaker, where my mouse is, would be good. It's just a pullback at the moment here, so it's gonna decide. Just needs to respect its low down here. It's not bad like this. Prefer bottom wick here, of course. What has gold done? Nothing. GJ moving down. Someone was talking about GJ buys in chat. See, when we reject this level, be careful. I think you're stopped out now. It's okay. I think he's not. He's left now. His name was, I don't know where I was seeing someone saying GJ buys, taking more buys. Just be careful, right? When we tap a zone and reject it again. Trading to the zone, like I said earlier on, yes. Right? Trading to the zone is good, but look, now it's reversed, it's hard, right? Because we rejected from the zone. Oh, we made a bottom wick eventually here. See in 3 minutes if we can close above or what. Looks like it's ranging actually, but we'll just wait for a close above. I might give it a second chance, one more close above. Because if it breaks out of here, it should break out strong, you know? That's what I hoped in the beginning, to be honest. Will you be trading NY session later? Yeah, I always put the analysis. I trade it every day. Looks like candle's still trying to resolve the opening candle. Yeah, we did get a resolution up, but it's actually failed. It's actually failed. We will see if it can actually get moving or what. Meantime, I'm gonna go to the toilet till this candle closes and see what happens. Yeah, DAX is just forming a range. You see this range forming now. Can we mark out 21305 to be a 15? Yeah, it is a previous 15. This one here. But we didn't tap it and reject it. We went above it. I was more looking at 30-minute here, right? Because we got 30-minute close as well. 1 hour was clean as well. Really, that 1 hour resistance should be where I'm worried about. So 5 minute now needs to respect this support here. Where's that support? Yeah. Basically that same 1 minute structure there. Anything closing below that support, it's gonna be game over. I think then you see a bit of a downside move. Yeah, I don't know if I see another entry. So what I'm trying to think about now, I'm like, okay, I'm not ready to sell just yet. What time did we get triggered, by the way? Do you think Trump's speech today will affect GJ? Yes. Yes, it should affect the yen if anything goes crazy. Many traders would end stream when a position is going south but shows good psychology and management. Yeah, I have an end stream when a position is going south. 20, 22, 23. Yeah, DAX is ranging, boys. It's not full ranging, but it's just like stuck. I want a counter bias move sells if the 5 closes below here. 5 close below here if the sells will play out, but I'm gonna mentally, well, there you go. It's breaking through it, but I'm gonna mentally play it out. Or if it just liquidity grabs. Counter sells on GJ take, yeah, you can counter sell GJ if you want. It's not my plan, but yeah, it's if it's your choice. Any thoughts on tomorrow Bank of Japan rate hike expectations? They are planning to increase rate hikes here, which should bring in some temporary strength here for the yen. If they don't do it, man, yen is gonna dump hard. You're gonna see GJ pump very, very, very hard if they don't do it, right? If they don't do it, you're gonna see a heavy, heavy, heavy pump. I think DAX is too high up, man. It's getting inconsistent the higher we go. Just needs a daily pullback. Seven. Would you be streaming Uday's speech? I'm hoping he does Uday's speech early. Gold may even long-term flip bear side at some point. I think gold will, you see, gold has been detaching from the dollar. There will be some heavy pullbacks, but we could see the whole market be buoyant on gold as well as the stock market starts to become crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it made sense this. I take this every time. We've taken this multiple times, this same setup. I don't see anything, especially London Open liquidity grab down and up, and then we saw the close above. It's another fake out, but we're faking out a lot because we're just very high up. We're very, very, very high up. Problem, everything's going down. SPX, NASDAQ going down, US 30 going down. Everything's bringing it with it, you know? DAX is also being brought down with it. What's happening? Dollar pumping? Not that hard. What are you taking this week? Win and loss? Yeah, that's it. Actually, no, Monday as well. Monday, we started 20th. Yeah, Monday took DAX, same trade. Breakout, failed. Took this, won, and then took today. This is like, I really want to preserve profits for January because this, I can easily slip January into multiple losses. January has been very, very, very strong, and I need to keep it strong like that. Historically, January has been negative month for me. All Januaries I've traded pretty bad. I mean, I've only had 2 full market cycles January, but like last January, full losses. So I need to make sure not to slip. What would you say is your most traded instrument? Most traded instrument is GJ, for sure. For sure, for sure. Big improvement, mate. Sounds of it. Sometimes out to your call as well, condition wise. Yeah, I mean, personally, I would have, if I was trading like, I mean, I wouldn't know, but personally, I was thinking like last week to, okay, cut it, you know, just cut it, like, you know, hold it. I mean, still up, but the problem is like, I was up like 5%. 5% is enough to, 5% is enough to carry into next month to go and risk heavier with my plan to risk heavier next month. So I really want to preserve that as much as possible, but kind of put myself in a bit of a hole now by trading. Because that's enough, 5%, call it for the first month. That would beat all records by 500%. Last January with commission, I was down like 0.75%. The January before, I was down 2%. This January, up 5%. You know, so it's a massive improvement, massive improvement. So normally when you hit an improvement like that, you shouldn't try to push it past those levels, right? You can just call it and say, okay, that's it. I'm done. Let me go and go hard, you know? You have the risk to play with, you can go hard. I never cared I blow my account or not. I'm a single person with no family to feed. What happens if I blow it or not? So emotions are in the game. That's silly, bro. That's silly. You shouldn't be thinking like that. Even if you're single, you have no family to feed, you shouldn't be gambling money away. You're not going to make money. The point is to make money. If the point is to make money, then you shouldn't be just, who cares if I blow an account? Nah, man, you should be trading a plan. Like for me, one loss today ain't going to affect. Literally all that's happened with this loss is I've taken back what I made yesterday. Has that really affected much? Not really, no. Does it suck? Yeah, I mean, I rather not, obviously, but it's not going to change too much for me, right? It's not going to change too much. You know, I just trade the next trade as the same way I traded that trade. You know? So that's it. Maybe you'll be taking A+ setups in January alone for January statistics? Yeah, but to be honest, I wouldn't say this is not an A+ setup. Like, I think this is a very strong setup. It's just we're very high in DAX. It's a strange time for, like, listen, we're trading at all-time highs. It's a very hard place to trade at, guys. We don't know when there's going to be a pullback and when there's going to be continuation. Like, by all means, yesterday could have stopped, right? Yesterday could have failed as well. We failed the day before. Right? We failed the day before. So yesterday could have stopped as well. Yesterday continued. Today, we don't know. And that's the tricky thing, because we're coming so high in the market that we don't know which way it wants to go. You know, it could just stay in this range now and play this messy range for a while. So we'll see. It's totally fine though. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna call it here. I don't see, for me, I'm not gonna break my bias plan just to get another trade and start trying to sell GJ. You know, so that is what I'm looking at here. That is what I'm looking at here, is not to break my plan. But NY session, in like when this closes bearish, I would be open to that. And there's a lot of selling room, especially down here below 286. Bro, that's a big zone here, 286. 286, I can do some damage here by NY session if it wants to come down. Even retracements before. So definitely can find something there. Gold is the same. We're at the same price as this morning. It just needs to move. So wait for gold. I don't know when it will move, but when it moves, we can react to that and see where it moves. And then DAX as well. It's kind of just trying to stay stuck in this range here. It's trying to stay stuck in this range. So we're gonna see what happens if it can break out of this range here. So we'll see how it forms and what it does. Does it just end up, is this the time where it starts reversing? We're going to know. So that's how it is, man. That's how it is. I appreciate everyone showing up. To stream. Unfortunate, you know, this happens, part of the game. Win some, lose some, and we're here to trade another day, here to make another play. So that's the game. Appreciate you all showing up. Hopefully catch you guys soon. Have a good rest of your day. Check out NY. Hopefully some juicy setups come in NY, and we'll take it from there. Take care all, and peace. See you guys. See you.